From WatchDogRun.net again. Today I'm going to talk to you about creating a private route on the site. So to create a private route, there are basically two options that you have. If you're looking to create a new route and you want it to be a private route, then you would need to become a member before you get started, or once you've created your route, you need to create an account at that point, because if you're not a member, you can't create a private route because they'd have no way of being able to distinguish between who actually created the route. So becoming a member is really important for both of these steps. The other option is if you've already created a route and you've saved it as a guest, you can claim the existing route and then edit it once you've claimed it to make it private. So I'm going to show you both of those options right now. So here we are back on the site again, back at Wrigley Field. We're going to start by creating a route. So many of you might have started this way, where you maybe started at your house. Let's start at somebody's house. So we'll start maybe at one of these houses here. And you create your route. It's a little loop around the block, just a simple route. So, okay, that's great. It's a loop from my house, and we're about to hit save this route. And we start thinking, I'm going to call this loop from my house. And then you think to yourself, well, actually, I don't want everybody to know where I live. So what do you do? So you can't create a private route at this point, as it points out you can make this route private by logging in or creating an account. So if you click create an account, it's going to throw up this dialog box. So you need a username. It can't be your email address. Enter your email address on the next line and then a password. And then we ask you to provide your gender and the year of your birth and the type of activity that you do. The reason we ask this kind of information is it helps us with advertising on the site. We don't charge for using the site. It's completely free. So the ads help us support the development of the site. So I actually already have an account. So rather than do this, I'm going to log in. So I'm going to click have an account. I'm going to enter my username, or my email actually, and my password, and sign in. And it says I'm now logged in. So you notice the dialog's changed a little. So now I can say loop from my house. And out the front door, around the block, and home again. And I can check this to say that I'm going to mark the route as private. So now when I hit save new route, it's going to look very similar to the way it usually looks. You'll see the route here. You see it's created the route, and there's no indication as to whether this is private or not. So we'll have to pay attention to where this route starts from. I'm going to log out of the site at this point, and we're going to drag the map over a little bit. I'm going to minimize the ad, and I'm going to look around the area. So this is where the route should have been, and you'll notice that the route isn't present there. And if I go to my members page, you'll notice that it's not listed on the members page either. But when I log in, I'll need to refresh this page. I can see the loop from my house has appeared again. So that's how the routes show up on the site when you do it that way. So the second part of this was if you already have an existing route. So I'm going to hit cancel on here, and there have been a couple of routes that I created earlier today that were from Wrigley Field. So I'm going to zoom out, and as I come to here, I should see there's my 1.38 mile Wrigley loop. Obviously, this is my route. I might not want people to know that I started at Wrigley. So what I can do is come to the route actions and hit claim. And now, because it was a guest route and it was a route that I created, it will appear in my list of routes. So that solves one part of the problem in that I've claimed it. But now, how do I make it private? If I go to edit route, and then hit save route without changing anything, we have an interesting scale issue. but there is a checkbox to make root private at this point. And then hit Save Changes. And now this has actually updated the root to make it private. So just to check again, if we log out, looking back at Wrigley Field, you'll notice that it's gone missing from here. So those are the two ways. Once you become a member, you either create an account, or if you already have one, you log in with that account. You can either create a new root from scratch and mark it as private, or you can claim an existing root that is yours, and then you can edit that existing root and mark it as private. So if you need any more help getting started with this kind of thing, you can go to our Connect section, which is on the top of the website, or at walkjogrun.net/connect, and you'll be able to find all our contact info there, including a contact form. We also have a Facebook page at facebook.com/walkjogrun, a Twitter page at twitter.com/walkjogrun, and you can @message us at @walkjogrun.